Hey everybody, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Cody.
Tonight we have a special one that we're not doing a versus episode or anything. We're actually doing one that Cody found, and funny enough, this bottle is actually bottled in Arkansas.
Yeah,
So shout out to Cody for even finding this. This is Brothers Bond. Um, Here's what it looks like. Pretty cool label, I would say. So I really thought that was a tree at first. It kind of is. It's made to represent. You have two people down here, but it's
yeah,
like corn and rye and everything like that. So basically, they input all the ingredients on the label, which is pretty cool. And you wouldn't know just at first glance because I thought it was a tree. So
yeah.
that's pretty
I thought it
cool.
was too, dude.
This bottle is 40% alcohol. Um, and it's made by two guys. They were on a show together called Vampire Diaries, and basically they made this bourbon because they made the bourbon because they wanted to for years because they built up
Yeah,
a friendship and a brotherhood through bourbon, and they came up with Brothers Bond, which is honestly a fitting name. I
yeah. I
like
love the
it.
name,
So
um, dude. So this bottle we did a poll on our Instagram, and we were going to either do
I
this
snuck
one
out.
or Smoke Wagon Bourbon, and this one beat it by like 2 votes at the very end. So it was a close one.
It was very
So for
close.
everyone that voted for Brothers Bond, here we go. We're going
Yeah,
to
because
review
I
it
looked at
tonight.
it. I
Uh,
think there was an hour or so left, and definitely Smoke
yeah,
Wagon was in the lead. I was like, all right, we're doing Smoke Wagon.
but
And
they were only
then,
in the lead by like 1 or 2 votes the whole time.
yeah,
It
but
was
then
neck and neck.
you did that post. It was like a few hours later, and I get on and I saw it. I was like, what? And I looked at the votes. I was like, holy crap, Brothers Bond won.
They won, yeah.
So,
So pretty cool.
um, well, let
Do you
me
want
go
me
ahead
to?
and yeah, let me go ahead and talk about the bourbon here real quick, and I'll let you read the bottle and everything. So basically, like I was saying, everything I was saying kind of ties into what they talk about the bourbon. So the bonds of our friendship strengthen while drinking bourbon. For years, we dreamed about making our own bourbon and how we wanted it to taste. We imagined it would be easy to drink and smooth on the tongue, like a big warm hug of robust flavors. It would have um, subtle nutty spice notes and that eases you into a complex warming finish, the perfect bourbon experience. We envision our bourbon being enjoyed neat and tasting exceptional. After years of exploration, we made our dreams a reality with Brothers Bond Bourbon. And if you guys are curious and gals, what show these two guys were on, it was Vampire Diaries, which I've never seen. I remember hearing about it, but I don't even
Yeah,
know what.
I haven't seen it either, but Kelsey saw a little bit of it, so she remembered and recognized, you know, Ian and Paul. Is it? Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's Ian and Paul. Yes.
yeah. So they're two characters on the show. Um, Never seen it either, but hey, maybe I'll check it out one of these days. I know
Yeah,
they're in other, they're on. I bet they're in other movies and
they
stuff
have to
too.
be. I think that's where
Um,
they just started together or played in a role. They built up their
yeah,
friendship starting at that. So that's pretty cool that they were able to connect at a different level other than just the show, but drinking bourbon and really
building a
building up
brother's bond.
yeah, building
Yeah,
just not a friendship, but like a brotherhood together. And shout out to them. That's awesome in my book.
yeah,
So
me too. I think that's cool, and that's what we're doing. That's what we, this is always how we've been able to bond from our far distance. And
yeah,
I mean, obviously, we grew up together as kids, and then you moved to Arkansas, and we've always been close. But this
yeah,
whiskey has brought us even closer, especially in the last year.
yeah,
And we've always had a very like we've always liked whiskeys and we've always enjoyed drinking together whenever we
Oh
see each
yeah.
other. So so it's just, built up that, like they say, brothers bond, or,
Yeah.
just any bond with anybody,
Yep.
so uh, I guess I'll go into some of the bottle, huh?
Yeah. Then go ahead and talk about the bottle, what you think of it, and
Yeah.
we'll see how it ranks.
Yeah, so you said it was 40% alcohol, so it's 80 proof. So it's like one of the lowest proofs we've done. We've only done a couple that are at 40%. It's bottled and distributed by Brothers Bond Distilling Company from Fort Smith, Arkansas. It's distilled in Indiana. So that's cool.
Little
Yeah, I
side
mean,
note on that. I could not get this bottle in Arkansas, which is funny to me. It's bottled here, and I have to drive to Oklahoma to get it, which was hilarious.
fucking wild, dude. I'm getting it in
Yeah,
California. And so we're going to go into some other things. So it's aged for 4 years. And I can get this in California for $29.99.
yep,
That's the best price. That's like a Total Wine and More. But like everywhere else has gone up, I've seen it's closer to like 35 to 37, even up to 40, like 39.99 in some places. So me and Robbie are just going to average the price at like 35 to $40. This bottle is now.
yeah,
If you're lucky enough to get it at 29.99, that's cool. But I don't think a lot of places are that price anymore. Because even on Flaviar, I was telling Robbie, I used to see it for that price, and now it's like 37, I think, on there.
yeah.
So anyways,
So
it's going up in price. So if you want to try it, maybe try to get it while you can.
definitely,
You
because
know,
I got it for $41.59 in Oklahoma, and it was only about a 40-minute drive from my work, so it wasn't that bad. But it was right. It was right before we got a snowstorm here. We got about 10 inches, not bad. But,
yeah, I was like, bro, don't fucking drive in a snowstorm for a bottle of whiskey.
well, we were supposed to get ice beforehand. Like the day I got it, they were saying, "Oh, it's going to be just ice," but then like nothing happened. So it wasn't a bad drive. It was actually really quick. I got home and made some dinner. So, but
I'm gonna read just a little bit on the back of the
yeah,
bottle. They got a little bit on here. So it says on here, our brotherhood has led us right here with all of you. Honoring this distilling traditions of classic American bourbon, we carefully selected our 4-grain mash bill of corn, rye, wheat, and barley. Our spirit is then skillfully cut into perfectly charred Virginia white oak barrels and aged slowly and well created. The flavors and aroma that make our bourbon a perfectly balanced expression. Life is about experiences. We created this hand-selected bourbon in hopes that you may strengthen bonds between new and old, reminisce, share, and enjoy all that it has to offer. So that's pretty cool.
yeah,
I like that. So
yeah. And then
anyways,
they kind of stole our cheers at the bottom. Cheers.
yeah.
Cheers, Ian and Paul.
I don't think that's not original, right? I think
No,
everybody
but
does that.
so anyways, about the bottle, honestly, it's not too much of an eye catcher first glance. Not a bad bottle. Like I enjoy the texture to the label. This label has somewhat of a texture to it, and but if you put this on the shelf next to probably some others, it's not going to be the one that sticks out probably the most. There may be a couple others, but not a bad overall bottle. It is a cork, which I love.
I like that the cork top kind of matches the cork color. Like they kind of
it does, yeah.
Kind of looks cool.
So,
The bottle, as far as the bottle, I would say it's pretty generic as far as shape and everything. It looks like a 22-ounce beer you would buy kind of shape.
it does kind of, or like,
but heavier.
bottle.
It's heavier for sure. The bottom's thicker. It's got a nice thick bottom on it, so that's nice. So as far as
Yeah.
bottle rating goes, I don't know what I'd rate it, but I would say
Probably
kind
3.5,
it's
3.6,
like
I
a
would say.
generic bottle. It's
Like
cool.
I will say this: the label would bump up the overall appearance, a couple points for me, just because
Yeah.
I like what they're going for here with the two guys sitting underneath the tree, but the tree is corn, rye, everything that makes this bourbon. So that's pretty cool. It's a very unique Brothers Bond. I like it. I like what they stand for as far as building friendships and enjoying a bottle of whiskey with somebody,
Yeah.
you care about. So
Well,
let's dive into this.
let's open this thing all the way here. Ooh,
Oh, you got a good one.
good pop on that one.
It is a pretty. Oh, so something I forgot to go over was the notes on this. So
Oh, yeah, go over the notes there real quick.
So for the nose, they say you're going to get banana bread, ripe tree fruit, walnut, orange honey, warm rice spice, and then for the taste, they talked about a little bit of a spice with black tea, toasted cereal grain, honeysuckle, and dried fruit, and then the finish is fresh cut
That's
oak.
good. It smells like MGP.
I am measuring my whiskey tonight, everybody.
Yeah. Me too.
Start off with that, and then I'll do the water droplets.
Oh yeah, very sweet.
Oh
Very
yeah.
sweet. Got a spice too.
Honestly, I really enjoyed this. I definitely get. I would almost not. Maybe a little bit of banana bread, but definitely more the ripe fruit.
Yeah.
Not really
Some of that wheat, maybe some of that
rye, that spice rye, they say.
yeah, that and then the cereal.
Oh.
Kind of just a hint of that
Yeah.
grain.
No. Hey.
And
Cheers.
Cheers.
Smoother than I thought it would be. Wow.
Wow. That's that long finish they were talking about.
Yeah, so
nice
that was
finish.
the other thing. So their website,
Wow.
I would like to go ahead and shout out your website's fairly easy to go through. Not as enjoyable as R6, but pretty close. But they do have some unique things. Like they say the finish is supposed to be a minute and a half, and
It's good. I still feel it.
but overall website overall rating, I would almost give it a 4. It's a solid 4 in my book. The only thing I would want to.
I didn't know we were rating websites now, bro.
I know. But like
you're just coming up with new ratings all over the place.
Oh, I am. Well, it's just so to me the peak, the pinnacle is
good,
almost R6. R6 has such a good website. It's easy to go through. This is honestly a close second, maybe third. So, but I think a good second.
Yeah. Let's take another sip. I think
already.
right on the beginning, you get that sweet taste right on the beginning of the tongue right there. It's like
You do.
almost like a honey.
Yeah.
Right on the tongue.
You get that spice. This is really enjoyable. Wow.
For a lower proof, it has a really good mouthfeel.
Oh, it does.
It has even a little oily. There's not crazy amount going on, but I feel like it's got pretty good depth for a 40 proof, and I don't know. What do you think? I mean,
no, I agree. Honestly, I would say there's not too much going on. I feel like some of the whiskeys we've had even recently, they've been good and great, some of them, but there's a lot going on, and you really have to take a few sips to pick it apart.
Yeah.
This one I took just a couple, and obviously the first one I got a little bit of different taste. That second sip, it was, I get the honeysuckle. I definitely get a little spice to it.
Yeah.
I don't know about the cereal grain. I'm not really tasting anything on that.
I got a small like hint of that.
But the smell's great. This is, for smelling, it's one of the better ones we've had.
Just put a few water drops, not much.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so much sweeter, bro. It smells
Oh
like
my God.
I can stick my nose deep in there and like get a good whiff of it because it doesn't like burn. You don't get that like
Yeah.
an ethanol right up the nose.
I almost would say this is the best smelling bourbon we've had. Close to it.
I wouldn't say that. I
Top
wouldn't
three.
say that. I would say it's
top three.
pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. Yeah.
I don't know. I like the floral I get, or not even floral, but
You get a little, yeah, a little.
the
little
fruit,
floral.
the fruity, the fruit, definitely a little orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get it. You get the vanilla too, for sure.
All right. Well, cheers on this one.
Cheers, man.
Wow. It's different.
Different, yeah.
I
Not a
don't
ton,
know if
but
I've had a whiskey that changed that much.
it didn't change a ton for me, but
Really, it's almost like a different whiskey.
you know what? The finish is different a little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. I just like the mouthfeel of this one. You know?
I do too.
Hmm.
I will say.
Anyways, I'm over here like just smelling it so much because it smells good, man.
Yeah. Well, with the water droplet, I enjoy the smell a lot more, but I enjoy.
It was good before too.
I enjoy the taste before the water droplets.
Me too. I'm in agreement with that.
But this isn't a bad taste by any means with the water droplets. It just, I don't know, it changed quite a bit. It's almost like it was a different, like just a slightly different whiskey from what we were just trying. You get a lot more spice. You get that slight, burn.
It's funny. I've kind of been talking about this whiskey for a little bit now with you.
Yeah.
And because I've been seeing it, and I especially being, the blue collar guys that we are, it was $29.99 when I was seeing it. I know it's gone up in price in most areas probably, but when I was seeing it, it was like, really good reviews. A lot of people really enjoyed this whiskey. And I was like, okay, well, I know the two guys that, had a hand in making this whiskey or got this whiskey made, are actors. So maybe, they know a lot of people and they, who knows, but I was kind of skeptical on some of the reviews but so far being neat, I mean,
I enjoy it neat.
I enjoy it neat. I really do. I think it's got a lot of flavor for being that low of a proof and everything. They did a good job.
I will say that's one thing that they talked about on, their notes and everything was they want this whiskey to be enjoyed neat. So
neat, yeah. Well, hey, they got a pretty big cocktail list that they got made on their website. So, I mean, obviously there's a lot of other ways to enjoy this whiskey, which we're going to take a little dabble in today. We're doing we're going to do a specialty whiskey
or a specialty cocktail
from their website, right?
Yeah, in place of the Coke. So
go ahead and tell them what that is.
Yeah, so we're doing it neat tonight, like always, on the rocks, old fashioned. And then the last whiskey for the night, or last way we're going to review it, is Mystic Charmer. This is a lemon juice with honey syrup and ginger ale drink. It sounds very refreshing, honestly. It sounds like more of a
Yeah,
summer drink, which is fine by me. I enjoy having a
I know
refreshing
it's
drink.
winter time, but I think it's going to be a refreshing drink tonight.
Yeah, honestly, we got a lot of snow out there, and I'm not over winter. I want something refreshing tonight,
Yeah.
and this is one that we settled on.
You know what we forgot to mention, which I've been wanting to mention, our people can reach out to us through our email, our blue collar whiskey drinker email
Yeah,
at Gmail. So it's blue collar whiskey drinkers at gmail.com. So if you gotta want to message us, or you can message us on Instagram too. Those are probably the two best ways to get a
yeah,
message to
definitely
us.
reach out. And again, we're gonna start doing some more polls like we did with this one, as far
Yeah,
as
that was
Brothers
fun,
Bond,
man. That was cool.
Smoke Wagon. It was honestly stressful.
I
I was
was
like,
like,
dang, which one's
shit.
gonna win?
Yeah,
Can't have a
yeah,
tie. I didn't think it would be that close. I thought one would
yeah.
just
I
out
thought Smoke
dominate the
Wagon was
other.
gonna dominate because there in the beginning it was getting a lot of votes, and I was like, fuck. But no, Brothers Bond. You know what? I bet you it's the name
Yes,
that came back and won it. You know,
I bet it is. So,
so
which,
uh,
so you all know, we will do Smoke Wagon
yeah,
another day. Probably,
they got a bunch of Smoke Wagons we'll have to
yeah.
get into, but
We may do
yeah,
one in March, but I think March we have St. Patty's Day, so we're definitely may do a couple Irish whiskeys that month.
yes, please. I want to
So
do
we'll
another
do,
Irish.
yeah, we'll do another
We
Irish
got to do a
whiskey.
Scotch this year. So everybody that
Yes.
we want to do another Scotch, or we haven't done a Scotch. Shit.
Yeah, we need to
We
do a
want to
Scotch.
do a couple Scotches this year. We want to do a couple Irish whiskeys. A couple Canadian whiskeys are coming in this year for
Yes,
sure.
we've already talked about that.
So
Japanese.
yeah, we'll probably get to that some point, maybe down the road, down the
Yeah.
year. Um,
But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna be this year. We're gonna be planning a lot more. We've already got the next actually couple episodes planned out. We'll tell you the whiskeys here at the end of this episode on what we're
yep,
going to be reviewing. It's going to be another versus,
versus yeah.
and then who knows? Maybe to finish out the month, we may do another single bottle. We're not too sure yet, but
One of our listeners reached
yeah,
out to us, and we
suggested a
might
whiskey.
suggested a whiskey, so that might be something we do down the road here soon. But that's cool to see. We really want the feedback, guys. We really want
Yes,
whiskeys you guys like and enjoy that you want us to do on the show and review. So that helps us out big time, because
it
we
really
like
does.
to, yeah, we like the involvement of our fans, or our listeners, people that support us. So, but dude, we
Yeah,
got to give this a review. So you're
yes.
first. Oh, you know what? I didn't even. What category is this in, Robbie?
Holy crap, we didn't even
We didn't even touch on that. Shoot,
3.2.
3.2.
Yeah, because I think we'll go ahead and do the 3.2, because I think you got your whiskey at a really good price at $29.99, and from what we've been seeing, it's anywhere from the cheapest I saw online was $33, but anywhere from $35 to $40. So 3.2, I got it for 41. Is good. That's 40% alcohol. So yeah.
Well,
3.2. This is actually a stiff competition range here.
yeah, it is. Yeah, we got quite a few in this one. So we'll
Um,
go over those later on.
yeah. So 3.2. And okay, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this whiskey a little bit, give my review. Neat by itself without the water droplets. Favorite way to drink it.
Yeah.
But neat with the water droplets was my favorite way to smell. And it's, I don't know. I wish I had the smell just neat without the water droplets. You know, I think I just kind of getting mixed up here, but for the price, everything, I would say this is I don't know. It's hard on this one. 4.2.
4.2.
Yes. I don't know. I kind of want to go higher, but I don't know.
I'm going 4.4.
Okay.
I like this whiskey for the
Yeah.
price and how I mean, for the price, if
You got it at such a good price.
if you could get it at the price point I got it, it's definitely a 4.4, maybe a 4.5 for that price.
You know, I was saying I wanted to go higher. I just didn't
4.3.
know.
Since
Well,
it's
you even
higher
said,
now,
but you even said 4.5. Like,
that's pushing the limit. But
okay, I'm saying I'm willing to settle at 4.4. I think that's honestly, I'm not disagreeing with the score. The only thing I was having a hiccup with was the different tastes I was getting with the water droplets without. It was so good without, but with the water droplets, it was just slight. It wasn't as good. It was still good. It just wasn't as good.
yeah, but the smell is better.
Yeah, it smells great. So let's settle 4.4.
Okay.
I think that'd be good. Because I was kind of wanting to lean higher anyway. So,
I mean, if you could get this at the 29.99,
oh, easy, hands down, 4.4, 4.5, like you were saying.
easy. You know, I think it's, you know, at Robbie's price, I put it at like a 4.3. But
Honestly, I would, even at my price, $41. It's a really good bottle, everybody. So far.
yeah,
This
it's still really good. It's surprising because you
I
just,
wasn't expecting it.
you know, I heard good things though, so I'm not like super
Super smooth.
surprised. It
Super
is super
smooth. The finish is long, so
yeah, that is true. The finish is nice and long, nice and warm.
honestly, yeah.
Good bourbon.
I think I was forgetting about the finish there because I was really thinking about the taste. So definitely 4.4 then.
Well,
all right.
Well, you want to go right in the old fashioned, huh?
No, on the rocks.
You want to do ice on the rocks? Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to do on the rocks, then we'll do old fashioned, and then we'll do the Mystic Charmer, right?
Yeah, Mystic Charmer.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
We'll be right back, everybody.
All right, we're back. We got our Brothers Bond here on ice. So got it, letting it sit for just a little bit. We got it pretty cold now. Smells really good.
Smells great.
Little floral, sweet. Wow, it has a real weird, like not weird, but like a real nice, unique, sweet smell to it.
I know you were saying no.
I'm trying to pinpoint it, but I can't.
This may be the best smelling whiskey. Smell like
it's definitely one of
them,
top.
at least top 3, very least.
It's really good. Well,
cheers.
Ready? Cheers, man.
It's good.
Yeah, solid. A little weird at one point. Like there's like a little weird taste at one point, but then it fades out. Like a little something that
it's almost like a no taste.
Like a bitterness, like just for a split second, and then it gets to that kind of nice finish, you know.
Yeah, no, the finish is good still. I will say that. I would almost say it's like a no taste for like 2 seconds, and then it comes back with the finish.
Yes,
that's the way I would describe it.
You get almost like a very faint, nothing like faint.
Yeah,
taste for the, like, not much going on. It's real light. So this reminds me on ice, like don't take this literal, people, like a light beer. Okay.
Yeah.
Like a really cold iced beer, like a,
Yeah.
um not a ton of taste, but it's going down really good, right? Like
Yeah. No, the
like a
finish
hot
is
day,
great.
you could drink this like real quick, like a beer, like a nice hot day. Kind of reminds me of that,
Yeah. I again, it's almost like when it hits your tongue, there wants to be some flavor, but then there's no flavor for a second or two, and then
And
the
then the finish
finish
is,
comes through, and you're like,
yeah,
"Wow, that's good." So it's
decent.
different. I've never had one like this.
Not like that, yeah. Um, it's
Which,
such a light uh whiskey on the rocks.
yeah,
It's really like, this would be a nice, actually, during the summer, whiskey on the rocks.
you're right.
Um, right now, eh, I like a little bit more flavor. The flavor does get cut out pretty good with the
I
on the
agree.
rocks. So in my book, it's definitely better neat,
Yeah,
but it's still good. Like a whiskey drink, like especially a younger, somebody that's not experienced whiskey drinker.
yeah,
Um, this would be easy for them, to drink, or for anybody that's newer to like drinking whiskey neat or on the rocks kind of thing.
I think you just nailed it though. This is a some like spring, summertime, even early fall type whiskey where it's still a little warm out.
I can imagine myself, working outside and in the hot, and be like, pour me one of these on the rocks,
Honestly, you're gonna
instead
get
of a
something.
beer, you
Yeah,
know.
you're gonna get something that just is nice and subtle, but then has that somewhat of a whiskey finish, and it
Mhm.
just honestly, I can't wait to. I'm
It's
gonna
good.
save some. I'm gonna make
It
sure I have
doesn't,
some for the summertime.
and it doesn't leave a nasty like aftertaste on your tongue. Like some whiskeys leave this lingering like bitterness, or like,
Um,
I don't know.
I think one of the best things about this whiskey so far is the finish. This is finish. The smell and the finish are definitely the best things about this whiskey. Um, Neat, damn.
It's good neat. Good.
See the smell, even sitting on the rocks that long, is still
Mhm.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, it does lose a lot of flavor for sure.
Yeah, it loses its flavor, but the finish, damn.
Yeah, finish is good.
Every time I think it's going to be bullet, it's not. It has a good finish.
Bullet's so disappointing.
Honestly, bullet is the exact opposite. It has that taste like, oh
Initial
yeah,
good taste,
and
and
then
then
nothing.
yeah, it's
This
exactly.
one
Yeah.
almost has no taste and then finish.
I would way rather drink this than Bullet.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you.
Um, all right, well, I'll give a score. I'm first.
Yeah.
God, this is tough. It's definitely good on a summer day. For that reason, I give it a 4.
Okay.
Nothing higher, just a 4.
So definitely drinking this neat or drinking it now on the rocks. I definitely agree with the score 4.4 neat. Should have just gave that from the beginning. This one, I think it's slightly better than a 4 in my book, but I'm not disagreeing with the 4. So I would almost say let's 4 plus, because I'm like at that 4.1,
We could
4.2
do a
range.
4.1. I mean, like I said, it would probably be a 4.1 in the summer. Like if I was if I was out on a hot day, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, give me some of this.
Yeah, honestly,
So
even then, I would almost say it'd be pushing a 4.2 at that point.
then
Easy.
let's just put it at a 4.1, and
Yeah,
that'll solve those
I agree.
two dilemmas.
Um,
So cool.
but this one,
Fuck, dude, coming out of the gate strong.
yeah,
All right.
Predictions on the
You
old
know,
fashioned.
you know, I think it'll be good. Um, the finish might help it out and make it like a pretty solid mixer. Um, it's kind, dude, Four Roses surprised us. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
Four Roses is a great mixer. We're gonna do a blind old fashioned battle one of these days
Oh,
this year.
yes.
So
Yes.
look forward to that, everybody. All right, let's get into this old fashioned. I'm excited to get this old fashioned started.
Yep.
You got anything else for right now?
No. So everybody, so we gave it a 4.4 neat and 4.1 on the rocks.
Yeah, starting off really, really solid. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys, we're gonna go make these old fashions.
All right, everybody, we got our Brothers Bond old fashioned right here. Something Cody and I were talking before we came back. So you guys know, we are doing all our old fashions from here on out stirred.
Yeah.
Whenever we do them shaken, it will be probably just a special video or something. Just on whiskeys we've already done.
Yeah.
We just want to do more. We want our whiskeys to be consistent especially when have our categories. So from here on out, we're just going to do stirred.
Stirred.
So
believe it or not, there's actually quite a few whiskeys that actually are better shaken.
Yes.
So it does make a difference, and it's kind of cool to see. But there are some whiskeys that are definitely better shaken. So that's cool.
I agree.
Anyways,
well, hey everybody, cheers.
Cheers. It's good. Damn.
The finish came through.
It did.
Wow.
We're up front. The old fashioned takes over, but then the finish.
Yeah, I was gonna say
finish through. You get the follow through.
yeah. The whiskey almost doesn't exist at the beginning.
Yeah.
But then that finish comes through, and it's real brief. It's like, I'm just drinking simple syrups and bitters. There's something else in here. I don't know what. But then it hits you. It's literally a second.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Honestly, this is, I would say again, this may be a summer whiskey, everybody.
Yeah. It's a real light whiskey. And I did review on some of the reviews, I did read that people were saying that.
Okay.
So if you're like really looking for a really in-depth whiskey that's, got a lot of, oomph to it, that's, full of a ton of different flavors and like really oily and all that, you're not going to get it with this whiskey. This is more of a like kind of nice, neat, sipping whiskey, like the description says.
Yeah.
I still really like it in this.
No, I do too.
Summer light whiskey, this is great. Super great.
Which honestly makes me wish we were reviewing this during the summertime when it's freaking 90, 100 degrees out. I think this would be even this would be refreshing as a cocktail in the middle of summer. Because there's some of those whiskeys where you get the whiskey flavor, they're really good. But honestly, they're winter whiskeys, I would say. You wouldn't be drinking those in the middle of summer. This one, honestly, I think I may hold on to this for the guys till summertime. I'm not going to let them try it till then.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's light. I like it. I'm trying to not place my like biases of it.
Yeah, but neat. It's like got a good flavor for it. It's not too light neat. Like, don't get us wrong. You can drink it neat anytime.
Yes.
But so far the other, mix in the old fashioned and And on the rocks, it's definitely better in summer, in our opinion. But still good.
Yeah, this I really enjoyed this whiskey. Neat. It's top notch. It's one of the better whiskeys we've had. The smell's phenomenal all the way through. Smells phenomenal every
In that
way
category.
we've had it.
In the 3.2 category, yeah.
Yeah.
Blue collar. 2 category.
Yeah, I'm gonna sip on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
gonna
enjoying it.
talk to you about this. When was the last time you watched The Walking Dead?
I haven't watched The Walking Dead since Carl died.
Oh my gosh. What season's that? Like probably 6 or 7?
I don't know. I was like, dude, what's the point, dude?
Okay.
Like, okay, everybody's dead. Whatever.
Yeah.
Who cares? And then
Okay.
like Maggie like was hating Rick, and I was like, dude, they were like family, and now they hate. Like, fuck this. I'm done. I pulled the plug.
So we stopped the season. The guy with the leather jacket in the back came in.
When he did in
Glenn.
Yeah. Glenn and the red-haired guy. God.
Yeah, I don't know.
Been so long, dude. I can't even remember his name.
It's been long, but reason why I bring this up. Guys at the PD, we kind of started it over from the beginning.
Okay, gotcha.
I gotta say, I think we're on like season 3. Just started season 3. Yeah, because they're on the farmhouse.
Are you watching this by yourself? What are you doing?
No, it's me and a couple of officers at the PD. Like,
gotcha.
we'll come in, we'll watch part of an episode, go away, come back, finish that episode, go away, come back, start another episode, kind of thing. So it's kind of been a long, drawn out process. But anyway,
season 2 sucked. I remember it was just so drawn out.
I'm sorry. If you die to these fucking zombies, you deserve to die. I'm sorry. These zombies are so terrible.
They're so slow.
I'm just like watching this and I'm like, you guys
like, push them down and fucking.
But it's like they freak out when the zombie's close. I'm like, give me a fucking machete and a crossbow.
Anything.
Honestly, Daryl is literally the only smart one in the entire show. And Michonne or whatever her name is comes in later seasons. But
that's what I would carry, a freaking samurai. Just kill. It's the smartest thing to do ever.
I'm sorry. They're attracted by sound. Apparently by smell too, but that's hit and miss every episode. And it's kind of always hit and miss on their senses. But anyways, all this. Why not do some melee weapons with some crossbows, arrows, and leave the guns for last resort scenarios? There's no reason to ever fire your gun in that type of world. Unless it's like, oh shit, there's 100 of them. I'm by myself.
You need to like mow down 50 of them,
Yeah. Anyways, I'm watching this and I'm just like, you guys are a bunch of idiots. Seriously, these zombies are nothing. World War Z zombies, we're fucked.
Those are fucked. That's fucked. Yeah, we all die if that happens.
Sorry, I wanted to go on my zombie rant because watching The Walking Dead, I'm like, if you die to them, you're dumb. You deserve to die.
Yeah, I mean, come on. All right. We got to review this.
We do. Good thing I already wrote down my score.
All right.
All right. So with this old fashioned, everybody, this is a very solid old fashioned. I will say the whiskey taste isn't there.
It's respectable, but
well, the whiskey taste isn't there, but the finish that the whiskey brought is there, which makes it unique in its own right. And I'm trying to think about this as a summertime whiskey. So, or even summertime old fashioned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really want to go higher, but I think it's a 4.2.
Okay.
So it's just hard right now during winter.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I just don't. I think like you said, you get, you get a lot of the simple syrup and the bitters and
Bitters.
everything
Yeah.
right up front, which is all right. The finish is better. It's good. Like we said, it has the whiskey finish at the end. Um,
But hold on. Before you even say your score, think about it if it was hot out. How would this, try to imagine that yourself. How would this taste then?
yeah, I'm pulling that into account too, because we've been doing it the whole time. So I'm gonna just go ahead and give it a 4, maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. So I'm pretty high.
Yeah, I'm like,
All right. Yeah, I'm not going below a 4 by any means. I'm not even like I
yeah,
think
okay.
we should settle 4.1 because
Okay, yeah, 4.1. You're at a 4.2. 4.1 is the
meeting point, yeah.
meeting point. So yeah, 4.1.
But for me, anyways, I just yes, if say if this was summertime, we get the same feeling as we got now with this, I would be like, yeah, 4. But I already could tell this is more of a summertime whiskey through everything we've already done with neat on the rocks and everything. So I'm really trying to hold that into account for my review on this. So I think
Yeah,
it's a solid whiskey though.
no, that's good. I like it.
So
For 4 is like, I mean,
high for you right now.
well, no, I'm just saying like 4 is such a good score. I mean,
No, it
5.
is.
So we're
We're splitting hairs, but
I think we need to get some. We haven't gotten any whiskeys that are like fucking, terrible. There's not that many terrible whiskeys, I guess, out there. I mean, we've really had either we're just lucky or
I would say we're lucky right now. We've had some
yeah,
terrible whiskeys and ones that we
yeah,
thought
we
were
have
going to be good.
that we haven't done on the show. So eventually those will make it on the show. But
Yeah. Honestly, the ones we know that are bad, we've been avoiding. You know that.
we have because I don't want to pay another $50 for this bottle.
We're gonna have to.
I already did it. I'm like, no.
But you're gonna almost have to get it for me, and I gotta, you gotta send it out to me somehow. So yeah, that. Anyways, this is a solid whiskey right now, guys. We're honestly before we do the last cocktail, since it's a specialty cocktail.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and give the overall score for this right now? So you guys know we will try it with Coke, but that's going to be later, probably Instagram video or something, maybe a Whiskey Wednesday kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll tally up the score. Yeah, 4.2.
I think that's respectable right now.
Yeah.
I'd be curious how it is on Coke.
Yeah.
I will say this though. This may be a whiskey that falls off on Coke. Where Coke just overpowers it. I do believe that.
If I might dabble into that tonight, I'll let you know. I got one Coke, dude. I got one Coke in the glass bottle left, and I'm like, I'm going for it.
Don't even let me know. Honestly, I think I may go get some Coke tomorrow and try it tomorrow night.
Get the Coke in the glass.
But yeah,
Coke in the glass, everybody, is better. We did this on a couple of our whiskeys now, and it is definitely better than like in the can or in a plastic bottle or whatever.
I would say it goes glass, can, bottle, plastic bottle.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean,
Yeah, because I could definitely taste the difference between the bottle from the other two big time.
well, they use real sugar in the
Yeah.
bottle, so that's cool. Anyways.
But I get it. Yeah, the 6-pack bottle is a little bit expensive, especially if you normally get a 2-liter or 12-pack of cans. So
if you can get them at Costco or like Sam's Club, they might have them. You know, not a bad price.
yeah,
For
not bad. But it
bottles.
is different. You get a better Coke,
Yeah,
so to speak.
for
So,
sure.
alrighty, you ready to try this?
Yeah, man. I'm
What was it
excited for
called
this. It's the Mystic Charm.
Mystic Charm.
So we'll go over the ingredients when we get back. And
Yeah, we'll be right back, everybody.
all right, we're back. We got the Mystic Charm right here. So
What it looks like here.
yeah, we got the ingredients in this. We got ounce and a half of the whiskey, the Brothers Bond whiskey, and then we got half an ounce of lemon juice, half an ounce of honey simple syrups. So if you can't buy the honey simple syrup, you can make it really easily. Just 1 part water, 1 part honey, and just boil it, and then let it cool, and then simple syrup. There you go.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. We did the exact same honey and everything, and then you garnish, or not garnish, you top with the ginger ale, and we both use the Canadian ale. What?
Yeah, right? Canadian dry
ale. Ginger ale. So their website, I was talking to Robbie before we went and made this. It kind of pissed me off because they don't put in their ingredients. They don't they put their ingredients, but they don't put the garnish in the ingredients. So like, they put it in like how you make the drink, which is cool and all, but when you're going to the store and you're looking at the ingredients, they didn't put the garnish, which would be like a lemon garnish or whatever. So I didn't buy a lemon. We both didn't buy a lemon because of that. So it's kind of,
honestly, I was just looking at the ingredients when I was at the store.
I was kind of bummed that we don't have one, but hey, you know.
But hey, guess what? It pays to read. If we
exactly
just if read we down read a little bit, we would have been fine. But
yeah, if we would have read, if we would have read it's literally the last thing on the like how you make it, because we shook this for 15 seconds in a shaker after with ice, and then we strained it into our glass with ice, and then we garnished with the ginger ale. So it's I don't know, it's at the very last thing, so we just didn't see it when we were buying our ingredients. No, anyway, that's our bad.
Definitely,
but it would be cool if they put it in the ingredients, right, Robbie?
Our bad.
Most of the time they do. So
at the same time, every other drink we've made has
they put it in there
listed out,
and they garnish. It's in the ingredients, yeah. So
because it's an ingredient, so
it's our bad.
I'm just saying.
It is our bad, though. I mean, it helps to read, everybody.
Yes. But anyways, so we got our cocktail made.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and try it.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm excited about the honey syrup, actually. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of a whiskey sour. Doesn't it?
It does, but I keep having to drink it because it's so unique, and
almost
I would almost say it would
tequila, like a
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
do
would
you know
almost
what the
say more whiskey, less ginger ale.
yeah, yeah.
Everything else is good, but that's
And
what I
that's
would.
another thing. They didn't tell us like how much ginger ale to put in. So it's kind of just like up in the air, like just top. Okay, well, I don't know what that means. Do I put like a couple ounces, an
Yeah,
ounce?
because you
Like
and I
what do
both
we
had
what do,
2 ounces that we put in,
yeah,
which I think
because
is too
our
much now.
well, here's the thing, dude. In the picture they show a huge glass, like twice
Yeah,
the size of our glass. So like it's because when I only had like this much
yeah,
in here, like half a glass when I strained it in here. So I was like, I gotta put more than like this is like nothing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyways,
No, yeah.
we both put 2 ounces because we didn't know what to really do. So I think it's fine. I mean, I don't know.
No, it's good. I just definitely more whiskey, less ginger ale,
We could
and
use a half ounce more of whiskey.
yes,
Make it that 2 ounce pour.
I I definitely think though they
A
probably
2 ounce
used.
pour of whiskey and then just leave the ginger ale as it is.
Yeah. So
You
they
know?
probably used a narrow glass. It looks taller, but I bet it's super narrow. And I bet they had probably an ounce where they could put the ginger ale on top and stir it. Because with the 2 ounces that we got in here, it's too much.
Yeah.
I think it takes away from the drink. But it's good. It's very refreshing. That's just what I think about it. Yeah, I enjoy this. This is gonna be one I probably gonna make during the summertime here.
You know, I'd be down to make an old fashioned with the honey syrup.
Yeah, no, I got plenty. I'm gonna make a
I
old
got plenty
fashioned.
too, for sure.
I'll probably do that after this, but
You got to do the brown sugar.
we do, but we need
That's good.
to. There's already so many different ways we're gonna be drinking this because I want to go back and remake this, put it in a taller glass, do say 2.5 ounces of whiskey, all the other ingredients the same, top off with ginger ale. Get it to where it's like an ounce, maybe ounce and a half of ginger ale.
Yeah. It's funny. Every time we do, every time we do a specialty cocktail, we dissect it and we go, you know what? I'd probably do a little bit less, a little bit more of this and this and this, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like, whatever, you know,
Well, I think ours is more whiskey.
a lot of times, yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, you know, old fashions are old fashioned and we love those, you know, so
Yeah, but that's why we have them as our cocktail.
yeah,
It's our blue collar cocktail. It really is old
yeah,
fashions.
for sure.
I
100%.
think it's also the bitters and everything you put in it don't take away from the whiskey usually.
Yeah.
I think once you add that ginger ale, it could start taking away from the whiskey. It could make something refreshing, but I think it could start taking away too.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's a
it's
good one.
good. All right. So for specialty cocktail, I think it's your turn, right? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just I would almost go with,
I'm not sure.
thinking
haven't done
about
We haven't done a specialty cocktail in a while.
Teeling, I think.
No, not that long. No. We did one with Colin.
Yeah, we did with Colin and George Dickel,
And
right?
uh,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, and we did it with Michter's American blended. Yes,
Yeah.
we did. Yeah, I carry watermelon. Remember? That
Yeah.
was the name. Um,
So yeah, it's just been a while.
been a while though. Yeah, that Michter's one was a while ago, and I think that was the last one.
Yeah.
Um, I like this. Like we said, if we wanted to change it, you can a little bit here. Add more of this or less of that, and you can make it to what you prefer. Um, but the way it is now, I think it's good. I think it's like in the summer. This is definitely a summer drink for sure.
Yes.
Um, you know, I'd give it maybe 3.8.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite one. I mean, I like it.
Yeah. I was gonna say about 4, maybe a little higher, but it's definitely a 4. As far as this cocktail goes, I think our biggest issue was going into it. We didn't have the garnish. Secondly, we put too much ginger ale.
Yeah,
I think if we had our ingredients right, maybe a 4, 4.2 in that range instead of a 3.8.
I'll give it a 4.
No,
I'll
no,
give it a
I'm
4.
no. What I'm saying is like it would have probably been on the higher end if everything else was right, versus down in the threes. 3.8 to 3.4. Because I agree with you. Right now, 3.8 to a 4 is good. But I'm just trying to think if we had it down right, it'd probably just be a little bit
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah.
4 is good.
So a 4. You want to settle on a 4?
Yeah.
Okay. So, God, we're in the 4s for whiskeys. I swear.
Yeah, we need to get some bad ones.
I know. We're like
What was this? Charming Mystic or Mystic Charming?
Mystic Charm.
Mystic Charm.
Yeah. So 4. So 4.2 overall, everybody. You know, we'll talk about in our next episode, because I'm going to try this with Coke.
So
I'll give a brief score on our next episode, just like what I thought of, a Coke. Maybe.
Yeah. No, I'll do Coke too. But what I was gonna say, I think I'm gonna definitely do Coke. Mess with the mixture on this cocktail on the next one. See if it's any better. And then, yeah, honestly, I think those are the only other 2 things I would want to do with this. And so you guys know, once we do the Coke, we'll probably go ahead and redo the overall score for this, which, to kind of go through everything tonight, we gave it a 4.4 neat, solid neat.
Really good neat. The best way for sure, 100%.
Yes.
I
And then 4. Yeah.
I would drink that way more than any of the other ways.
Yes.
For sure.
And all the other ways are great. 4.1 on the rocks, and then we gave it a 4.1 old fashioned. So both very solid ways to drink it. Neat just happens to be better in our
Great
opinion.
Summer on the rocks and
Yes.
old fashioned mixer for sure.
So overall, gave it a 4.2. But hey, with Coke, if it's any better than the 4.1s, it's going to go up a little bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it's say like a 4.0, it's probably a 4.0 to a 4.1 type of whiskey. But right now, 4.2. And then with the specialty cocktail, 4.0, I think it could be better once we tweak some of the ingredients.
Pretty much all the specialty cocktails, if we tweak them a little bit to our preferred liking, they can all be better. So
I agree.
All right. Well, we are going to tell you guys what we're doing for our next episode. So the next episode is going to be a versus. So that's super exciting. We are going to do kind of the basics. We're going to go to the basics. We're going to go to the,
$15 to $20 bottles.
yeah, $15 to $20 bottles. So we're going to do Jim Beam, basic, straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey, and the Evan Williams straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Same thing. One is Jim Beam's 40% alcohol. I think Evan Williams is a little bit higher, 43, but still in the same.
Yeah.
They're literally the same price when I was pricing them. They're like, for a 750 milliliter, they're like $12. So we're really low there on the price range. But we've been wanting to do one of these
For
a while. And so we're going to do it. We're going to get down and dirty.
And honestly, maybe for the next few verses, we'll probably have some of these cheaper whiskeys.
Yeah.
Going up against each other. I know we talked about doing a couple of Canadian whiskeys versus, and who knows, maybe in the month of March, we could even try to get some Irish whiskey versus, say, like a Jameson and a Bushmills type style.
That would be fun.
So stay tuned. We
Yeah.
will. So for the next 2 weeks, we will be doing Jim Beam straight Kentucky bourbon versus Evan Williams. So stay tuned to that. I'm excited about it. So
yeah, me too. It's funny. I don't know if I've ever had either one.
I've definitely had Jim Beam, and I've
had I've had Jim Beam. I don't know if I've had
I definitely have had both of them.
I don't know if I have. I might have at a bar or something, but
definitely a bonfire for me.
I really don't remember.
Yeah,
it's been, if I have had it, it's been
it's
a long time.
High school,
and I don't remember.
If not, probably 19, 20 years old, dude. So about 10 years ago.
So to sit down and actually do, a review of them, it's going to be cool because I really don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be unique. Stay tuned. These two, so you guys know, we're not having high standards for it. We're kind of going into like, okay, these are cheaper bottles. But who knows? Maybe they'll surprise us and be like, "Oh, that's better than I remember," type thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. They might be like, "Oh shit, this could be our go-to."
Yeah, no shit. Watch, Evan Williams is like top of the line go-to.
Right now, our go-to is Larceny. We've switched from Old Forester of last year, and Larceny's great. Larceny killed it.
It did. It kicked off the new year strong.
Yeah, Larceny's a good one. If you guys haven't had it, go check it out. Cheaper bottle, decent, nice proof to it. Middle of the road proof, good. 46 percent. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'm excited for next episode. This was a fun one. Really cool to do Brothers Bond.
It was great. This is a great pick, Cody. This is actually Cody's pick to do this. I know we had our vote, but I threw up Smoke Wagon to go up against Brothers Bond, and hey, cheers to you, man. This was a great pick, and all you guys who voted for it, which guilty, I did vote for it, but I was, I was like, okay, yeah, Brothers Bond could be good. I've had Smoke Wagon.
Well, I accidentally voted for Smoke Wagon, so it evened out.
Yeah, I know, it evened out. But Smoke Wagon, stay tuned. We will do that. That is a great whiskey. Honestly, it's, I think it's going to be a different category too, but it's,
it's a higher proof. It's like,
and I've only had that one neat and on the rocks. I've never had it any other way with a cocktail or anything. So
I've never had Smoke Wagon, any of them. So
yeah, and it's Las Vegas whiskey. But anyways, everybody, grab yourself a glass of Brothers Bond.
Yep.
Hell, grab yourself a bottle of whiskey, share it with somebody, share it with a friend, family member. Hell, share it with your enemy. Just have a glass together, and
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers, and always good vibes. All right. See you guys on the next episode. Cheers.